Welcome to the 9th part of this tutorial series where we're creating a GTA clone in Scratch. And in this video, we're going to be adding NPC driving into the game because the game is a little bit bland. We don't have much movement going on in the game. So what we're going to be doing now is, well, adding that extra sense of life to the game by adding these cars. So that'll be the first step of adding AI to the game. And yeah, in the next video we'll be adding the second part. So let's add these NPC driving cars. So to get started, we're going to go into Scratch, and I'll just test out the game here. But if we can see right now, we can hop into a car, we can drive it all around the city, you know, just enjoy. And right now there's no consequence for driving recklessly. You can just speed by because you know there's no cars around. So we want to give, you know, our player a sense of responsibility as well while driving, because if they crash into a car they could blow up and things of that nature. So let's add some life to the game. So the first thing I want to do is go to this long code. This one right here where we had the when I start as clone controlled equals to spawn controlled, which decides what kind of spawn. And we're gonna add a different kind of variable, because as you can see here, every time spawn controlled equals to none, it equals to none. And now I'm gonna now we're gonna change it from spawn controlled equals to none. Now it's gonna be spawn controlled equals to NPC. So let's see here. We have my X, my Y, all this. We want to get it here, and then we just say if else, and then we're gonna put this here, put this here. And what we're doing here in this if statement is its X and Y is going to be determined by, well, the placement of the car. So here's where you need to be a little bit vigilant. If you're using a city map that isn't this, you're gonna have a little bit of problems, because you're gonna want to find out where each of these spawn points for your specific map is. I'm assuming most of you are using your own, but how I have it is each space, like if we can look here where my cursor is, we can see that this right here is a point, because we're gonna have the cars driving on the right side of the road, and we're gonna spawn them like right here and then just have them drive down all the way down. We're gonna have some cars, so every single right place we're gonna have cars that go all the way down. The only place where that will be different is right here when the car goes down here, and to prevent it from crashing we'll have a little spot that will allow it to turn. But the rest of this just goes right. None of the cars turn. If you want to add that functionality, you're most welcome to, but we won't be covering that in this specific video, unfortunately. I mean, to do that you probably just have to do a little bit extra coding, but yeah, we're just gonna have our cars go straight. And I've already found out the X and Y positions for these cars. So let's go to the car sprite and start spawning in some cars so we can end our test that we had here. And let me pull up these spawn locations. So in this if statement we're gonna say if spawn controlled, where do we got this, equals to NPC. So NPC, if spawn controlled equals to NPC, then we're going to add a couple of if statements. We're going to say if spawn control, not spawn control, but this one is now going to be a brand new variable which we're going to call spawn location. So we're gonna, for all sprites, it's going to be called spawn location. And should I, for all sprites is fine. And then we're just going to say if spawn location, okay, let's change that to spawn location. Okay, so if spawn location equals to 1, then we're going to set it to this specific place, which I'm going to give you right now, and also have a spawn direction. Okay, so set we're gonna have this one first be spawn X, spawn Y, and spawn direction. So our first spawn X is -138.1.6, and then it's Y. Oh, okay, make sure it's negative, because if you miss the negative, it's going to be spawned on the whole other side of the world. Then we're going to say -368.5, and then have its spawn direction be -90. Okay, so this location, I'm not sure exactly, but it's one of these locations. And now that we've spawned it, we're just going to spawn the car right here, and then later on we'll add the movement. So let's first add all these spawns. So just duplicate this. We're going to have 9 spawn points. So let's duplicate this. Like I said, if you're working in your own separate map, these spawn points might not apply to you, so make sure to look. And just in case you wanted to know how to find a spawn point, just go to the edge of your map. If you want to add these yourself, go to like the edge of your map, click X, Y, or actually X, Y, and then you'll find this right here. Oh my goodness, where's Y? Okay, and Y, and you'll see we have -1135 and -1060. So this is going to be one of our spawn points. Yeah, so that's, if you want to find something, just move your player or the car to your desired spawn location and then do that. So now let's add 2, which is going to be -132.4, and then -1021.2, and then make this 180. So we're making it face the direction it's supposed to face. 3 is going to be -125.9, and then this is going to be -1019.3, and we're gonna have its direction be 180, which is down, facing down. Okay, so as you see, most of these Y's of negative face downwards. Hold on, I'm not tripping, am I? Yeah, I'm not. 180 is downwards. Anyway, so yeah, this is 3. Now we can do 4, which is 8, 866.3, and then -1023, and then this is 180 as well. Okay, so now we can do this 5, 6, 7, 8, duplicate, then make this 9, and then throw these under here. And now we can do 5, which is 1381.7. So we're positive now, 1381.7, and then make this -309.5, and then have it face 90, which is right. Now we have 6, 820.6, and this is 121. Can you do some for me? And then make this 0, and then this one is 1. Oh my days, I just did this. Okay, so 1380.5, and then make this 699.4, and then make this 90. And then for 8, we say -1382.6, 5.6, and then 637.1, and then make this negative 90, which it already is, and then this last one is negative 187.9, 1026.1, and make this 0, which is facing up. So as you see, we have 2 zeros, and as you can see, we only have 2 places for our thing to go up. So as you see here, this is one location, negative 2 negative 1000s, which is this one right here. Just a bit different than the player. But yeah, now we have our spawn positions for our cars. Now we just needed to drive itself. So the first thing I'm going to edit is, if we go to, okay, good, we already set this one up, so we don't need to do any editing here. We already add the NPC in the, oh my goodness, in the previous tutorial. So now all we need to do is something very simple, which is have our AI move. So we say, when I start as clone forever, here we don't have too many if else statements, so we just gonna grab a if statement, and then we say if controlled, okay, so hold on, if spawn controlled equals to NPC, let me just try to get this right. Okay, so we say if controlled, let me grab this, if controlled equals to NPC, and if greater than, if car health is greater than 0, and then we're going to set, I can just probably grab this from somewhere, yeah, just grab this right here and remove it, place it right here, and then we're gonna say if touching car, grab an if else, if, well, to get touching car we're gonna have to, yes, right here. So if you wanna make touching car, like I said, go to a different sprite, grab the touching block, turn it into car, and throw it into the car sprite, and then say if touching car, we're going to set car speed to 0, because I don't want it to move if the car is 0. I mean, if there's a car in the way. And then next, let's just go to our W. We don't have nothing to easily grab from. Okay, we'll just do this ourselves. We say if okay, this should be if else. Oh my days. Okay, and then you should grab another if else, and then say an or statement. If car speed equals to 0, no, if car speed equals to 4, or if car speed is less than, if car speed is less than 0, then we should, if car speed is less than 4, no, or if car speed is greater than 4, then we're going to set car speed to 4, else change car speed by 0.15. After that, we just have to make it move. We do that 1, 2 right here, and then we're going to say if after the move, if touching color, point in direction 90. So we're gonna set this color to, let's go to our city, and if we scroll right around here, actually no, let's just set it to this. Okay, so we're gonna have to get our player to the corner that we want our car to turn, which is
okay,
right
so
here.
let's see right here where this car is coming down. This is where we want our car to turn right, because as you can clearly see, it's blocking the road. So we're going to set a point in the city. We're going to put a color as a collider so that our car will know when to turn so that it doesn't bump into the road.
I think black should be fine, and then 0 saturation, and then move it around.
Come to this specific point of the city sprite.
Then put it right here. And then go to our car code, and then right here. Okay, so this is where our car turns. But will all cars be able to see this? Let's move it a bit more to the left. Yeah, that's definitely perfect. I need to do the clip. Is there a clip though? I don't think so. Oh, there is. Okay. Boom. Okay, so now we can go back to our car, and we've selected the correct. If touching that, go right. Now we just have to check set control to false. Have we done that in the previous tutorial? If not, then I'll just do that now. But I think, yeah. I think it's fine. We can move on from that. Okay, let me look in this move. Okay, one thing I do think is if car health equals to 0, delete this clone. Clear car check. Okay, I think the final thing is just to spawn these cars into the game. So we say when flag is clicked, we're going to let me just copy this, wait 2 seconds, set spawn controlled to NPC, pick a random spawn location, 1 to 3, and then a random car type, create clone of car, wait a random amount of seconds, and just do the thing again. So I'll just delete this, duplicate. Okay, and then don't forget this should be all caps or it will ruin your code integrity and not work. Then make this 4 to 6, and then duplicate one more time, and this should be 7 to 9. So what we're doing here is basically choosing a random spawn location from 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 9. One of these random, and then only one of these random 3 locations are going to get car spawn. And then what we're gonna do is forever we're gonna add more cars. So forever wait a set amount of time, which is going to be 3 to 7 seconds, and then oh my days, okay, and then create a clone. So throw this in here. So spawn NPC, spawn location 1 to 9, car type 1 to 7, and then create a clone. Let me go ahead and disable all these variables. Go to car as well. And now if I hop in one of my days, okay, that is not what I meant. Let's go to the game manager. Okay, so we have a problem here. We have a problem. Okay, car controlled equal to spawn controlled. Okay, that's fine. Do we set the spawn location, and then else, yeah, okay. Maybe let me throw this here at the end. Flag. Let's see if they spawn here. Okay, now let's drive around, see if we can find any cars. Okay, yes, okay, cool. We have them working. So as you saw right here, just after everything is done, set my X spawn X and my Y spawn X to this